Students, this is the help video for 7.1 through 7.3. We have a circle below, and IM is a diameter, so keep that in mind. NK intersects the circle at M, which makes it a tangent. HL is at the center of the circle. So find a tangent line. The tangent line would be this line right here, and it's a line. So that would be NK, the line. NM with the line would also work, and even KM with the line. So any one of those three, but the trick is it's a line, not a segment. Give a secant line. A secant goes through the circle, so you must start from the outside. So H going through the circle all the way through L. So HL, and again, it must be a line. You could have done LH. Again, it's a line. You could have done LJ. But all of these are lines, and you must include at least one point that is outside the circle, such as H or L. Give a chord, that's a segment whose end points is on the circle. So that would be like M and F, FM, and it's a chord, so it's a segment. Believe it or not, the diameter is also a chord. It's just the longest chord, so that IM diameter is also a chord. Don't forget the chord segment line. Taking a look here. We have the circle center is S, and we have the arc Q to R is 58. Find the following. Now, if you're told the center, RSQ is a central angle. So measure of a central angle to its arc the same. The smaller angle of inscribed is half the arc its plane. So this is half, which is 26. Inscribed, the vertex is on, arms in, hands, if you will, grab the arc. So it's grabbing the 58. Now you just have to be very careful. QSR is 58. They won't necessarily go in order, so you need to be very careful there. And then here we have QPR is 26. It says in the circle below it has a center J. So that's important. J is the center, which makes this black angle a central angle, and this black arc its corresponding arc. We are told that KL is 68. So KL is 68, the arc. KM is a tangent line. Now, I recommend, instead of actually looking at these two, to focus strictly on the diagram and just ask yourself, what can you find? Okay, don't just hunt for what they tell you to hunt for. So if J is the center, measure of a central angle to its arc the same. So that's that. We also have if tangent to a radius, tangent to a radius, right angle at the edge. So right here, this is a tan and a radius. That's going to be 90 degrees. And this is a tan chord, so that's going to be half of the 68, and that's going to be 34. So let's see what we have here. We want KJL, we already got that, that's 68. And LKM, that's the tan chord, and that is going to be 34. In the circle below, KLI, notice the order there, KLI is 122. And the angle LKJ is 42. LKJ is 42. Find the following. Okay, step number 1. We know that this is an inscribed angle. So from here to here is going to be double. And if you take this out and frame this angle, it's going to be half of the 122. So that's 61. And then if you look very carefully, these angles have to add up to 180. So this over here is going to be 119. And this also have to equal 180. Let me get this really close here because it's an inscribed quad. And this is going to be 138. Keep that in mind. Therefore, KLI says right there, KLI, that's going to be your 119 because opposite angles in an inscribed quad add up to 180. Opposite angles in an inscribed quad add up to 180. LIJ, that's the 138. So 119, 138. Angle 5. In the circle below, EG is a diameter. So EG, trace, stretch, sweep, 180. F to G, the arc, is 128. And angle GFH, that's GFH, is 38. Now, once again, it tells you to find certain things. I recommend do not focus only on those things. Instead, focus strictly on the diagram and ask yourself what's super easy to find. So right here, if this is 128 and the whole thing's 180, we could easily find, if this is 128, we could easily find F to E. Do we need it? Don't know, but find everything possible. It's going to be 52. Let's see, what else is easy to find? If this is 38 and it's an ascribed angle, then that's going to be double. So 38 times 2, and we get out here 76. And if that's 76, that means from here to here, that's a diameter. That's 104. And right here, if this is inscribed as well, it's grabbing the 128. So back here, that has to be 64 degrees. And this is grabbing the 52, so that's going to be 26. Look at all that information you get. Focus strictly on the diagram. Then we find what we have, EFH. EFH is right here. That's going to be 52. EGF, it's important you follow those letters, EGF, EGF, that's the 26. Taking a look here. Once again, do not focus on what they tell you to find. Find everything possible. It says QS is a diameter, so instantly trace, stretch, sweep, 180. QT is a tangent. Suppose Q2R, color code this, is 114. Find the following. Again, do not focus on what you're being told to find. Focus on everything possible. If this is 114, then you could easily find this because of the 180. So 180 minus 114. Be at 66. That means this back here is an inscribed angle, so it's grabbing that 66. This is 33. Taking a look here, this angle right here in red, from here to here, is a tan chord. Let me go over that in black. It's a little bit hard to see. There you go. That's a tan and a chord. So it's going to be half of the 114, which is 57. Okay, now a way to check this right here is that does add up to 90. And why is that true? That's because that's diameter. And this is a tan, technically chord, grabbing 180, which makes it 90. Now, focus on what we have here. So, RQS. RQS. Boom, 33 degrees. And then RQT. RQT. Careful there, folks. We are going this way, which is going to be 180 plus 33. And that's going to be 213. Taking a look here. Now, before you do anything, simply identify, we're going to physically trace and identify what kind of angle is this. And this is a secant tangent. Tangent secant. This is a tangent secant. We're going to write the equation before we do anything else. That is angle equals big arc minus little arc, big arc minus little arc over 2. Taking a look here, please. Big arc minus little arc over 2. So take a look. Now we get our information. We're told that VW is 136. Lo and behold, that is our big arc. The arc VX is 64. That's our little arc. We're being asked to find VYW. VYW, which is our angle. So our angle is unknown, equals big arc 136 minus little arc 64 over 2. 136 minus 64. And we get 72 degrees. And then we have to divide by 2. So we get right here 36 degrees. Circle, plug, chug. Once again, down here, taking a look. Identify the kind of angle that is. That is a chord. So we take here, this is going to be angle equals arc plus arc over 2. Circle, plug, chug. Let's see what we have. We are told the measure of angle SUT is 49. So we are given this angle. We're told that P to R, the arc, is 48, and we're being asked to find this arc. So circle, plug, chug. 49 goes there. Equals big arc, which we don't know, plus the other arc, which we do know is 48, over 2. Cross multiply. That's 98 equals unknown arc plus 48. Minus 48 both sides. And we get our unknown arc is 50. Start by identifying the kind of angle, and it is a chord. So once again, that's going to be angle equals arc plus arc over 2. Then you come up here, it says that VW, the arc, that is the 88. XY, the arc, is 56. And you're being asked to find VZW, which is that angle right there. So our unknown is the angle this time, equals arc 56 and 88 added together. You get 144 divided by 2, and that is 72 degrees right there, folks. Taking a look here, this one is angle equals big arc minus little arc over 2. Big arc minus little arc over 2. Ready? Let's see what we have here. We are told the angle is 56. And X to Y, that's this arc right here, is 44. We're being asked to find V to W, which is this big arc. So 56, circle, plug, chug, 56 equals big arc, which is our unknown, minus the little arc, which is 44 over 2. Cross multiply, 56 times 2. We get 112 equals unknown minus 44. And our unknown, that is 156. Now, if all else fails, you can always double check. So we're going to do 156 minus 44. That's 2, that's 1, divided by 2, and we get 56. There's our check.